Good morning. Let us see the competition and uncertain employment. There is no surety of employment opportunities. Here, some examples we will study here. Okay, globalization and the present pressure of competition have sustainably changed the lives of workers here. We know that many of the workers they lost their job opportunities. Faced with the growing competition, most employees these days prefer to employ workers flexibly, which means what is flexibility or flexibility? Here, workers do not have a job on security. So the workers in these smaller production units do not have job security. It's become an unorganized sector. We know that what is the difference between the organized and unorganized sector? Organized sector, there is a surety of job, but in the unorganized sector there is no surety of a job. Some of the examples we will see here. Large MNCs in the garment industry, especially in the Europe and America, they are placing orders, okay, and giving to the Indian exporters. They are giving order to the Indian companies or the smaller factories which are set up in India. So European companies or the American companies or they are the large MNCs are giving orders to the Indian companies, smaller factories. So large MNCs with a worldwide network they have, and they are producing goods in a cheaper order, very cheapest goods in order to maximize their profit. So MNCs have a large profits. They are giving orders to the other countries and giving the orders for producing the goods in a cheaper price. So large orders are given to the Indian garment exporters. They are very hard to cut down their costs also, as cost of raw materials cannot be reduced here. We know exporters try to cut labor costs. Now raw materials are available in India, but it is not very cheaply available, so that the producers become they face such kind of competition in India, because the cost of raw materials are very higher here, so that they can only cut the labor charges. The labor charges they are providing very cheaply here, so that the laborers or the workers in the factories are troubled too much. Where earlier in a factory we know that usually to employ workers on a permanent basis, now they employ workers on a temporary basis, so that that is what we say flexible, and workers are employed flexibly. Because what is meaning of flexibly, which means whenever the company in India, the small factory or company in India getting the order from the foreign countries or the foreign MNCs, multinational corporations, at that time only they hire the employees or the staff for temporary basis. That is not permanent. The only during the seasons, especially in the festival seasons, if the MNCs are giving the higher order in order to make the produce the goods during that festival season only, or the seasonal job, that is. So employees are getting work in a particular season only, that we can say the peak season, especially in the during the festival season. So wages are very low, and workers are also forced to continue overtime work, making the day and night work also. Overtime also they have to work here. Workers are paid very less also, and due to high competition in the working and no jobs are available, the laborers are forced to work for a low wage. Okay, so while the competition among the garment exporters are allowed the MNCs to make large profits here. The MNCs in the European countries or America make large profit here. Workers are denied their fair share of benefits brought about the globalization. So here we can say some example. The globalization has not benefited all the people in India. Some of the smaller manufacturers or small factories and even the laborers are troubled much here. They are the much sufferers here. We can say one example of a garment worker here. one example is given here. Best we understand how the globalization process has been troublesome for the workers here. A garment worker, 35-year-old Sushila, she has spent many of the years of work as a garment worker in an exporting industry of Delhi. She was employed as a permanent worker entitled to get a health insurance provident fund over time as a double rate when Sushila's factory was closed in the late 1990s. Before that, when she was working there, she was getting all the benefits as a laborer, all the health insurance, all other facilities, provident fund, etc. But this industry or this factory was closed down in the 1990s. After searching for a job for 6 months, she finally got a job 30 kilometers away from her town. So she had to even working after in this factory for several years, she is a temporary worker and earns less than half of that what she got earlier. So we know that now many 6 months continuously she searched for a job and she finally secured a job in another company, but that is 30 kilometers away from her hometown, and she also is getting the half of the wages from the previous company. Now she leaves her house every morning 7 days continuously. That means in a week continuously 7 days in the morning, 7:30 a.m. she leaves home and reaches back home by 10 p.m. at night. So a day, one day, any day, if she is off to work, there is no wages. Okay, so one day suppose she is ill or taking leave, there is no wage for that day. And she also has none of the benefits she used to get earlier. We know earlier in another company when she was continuously working, all the benefits she was getting, these benefits are denied in this new company. So this is an unorganized sector. Factories are closer to her, have widely fluctuating orders and therefore pay even less. When in her own surroundings there are factories, but they are paying very less wages also. That is the impact of globalization on different people of our country. So tomorrow we will study what are the struggles for the globalization, struggle for a fair globalization. Sometimes some of globalization has benefited some people and it was a disadvantage for some other people. How can we make a fair globalization? That will be discussed tomorrow.